Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. And if you see the same shirt, same makeup in a couple of my videos, I'm trying to film so many videos all in today because I don't remember the last time I had off on a Friday. So I am here to talk about my favorite contouring and highlighting palettes. And I feel contouring and highlighting is definitely something that everyone is still really into these days. I can't tell you how many times clients still come in, how do I contour? How do I highlight? What is contouring all about? So I want to share the palettes that I feel would work for if you were either a beginner, just really into makeup and maybe want some new suggestions, or someone like me who maybe has one palette and want to just see what else is out there. So I have 3 affordable options and 2 high-end options for you, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Let's see. So the first one that I want to talk about is a palette that I recently discovered from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette Contour, which is a little bit silly with the wording now that I'm thinking about it. And I have the shade in Caramel Toffee, which looks like this. And I have to honestly say, this is probably one of my favorite products that Wet n Wild has ever came out with, because of how affordable it is, because of how pigmented it is, and because of the size of it. You were getting a lot of product. Now, I do know that they have, I believe, this shade palette and another one that's a little bit lighter for lighter skin tones, but I just love the way how pigmented these guys are. I'll try and do some close-up shots for you as well, but that's the 2 right here. It is a more warmer tone of a contour and a more yellow tone of a highlight, so really perfect for, you know, if you are my skin tone, maybe a little bit darker or maybe a little bit lighter. And I just love the way that these feel very finely milled and very soft to the touch. And I just can't get enough of this. I wear this a lot to work. I wear this a lot even on my days off. Another good thing about this palette, it does give you a little like guide on the back of it if you are a little unsure of where to place the contour and where to place the highlight. So I do like the way they made everything nice and simple on the back. And by the way, if you hear a lawnmower, I think my neighbor is mowing the lawn at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm sorry for the background noise. But anyway, yeah, this is the Caramel Toffee, and I just love this so much. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit with a higher end palette, and I'm not sure if this is available in the stores, but you may be still be able to find it online. This is by Kevyn Aucoin, and this is, I believe, just called, I'm not sure exactly the name of this palette, the Art of Contouring Face. So what's nice about this, it is in a book type of packaging where you do get the guidelines of where to place all of your products. So around the face and for the eyes as well. And if you flip again, you get the actual products themselves with a nice size mirror. I'm just gonna kind of hold it so I don't blind you guys. And those are what they look like. You do get a nice highlight shade that's more like a pearly white color, a highlight shade that's more of like a pinky frosty shade, your contouring shade, which is more of a neutral shade, and then your definition color, which has a warm red undertone to it, your more highlight shade that has a champagne feel to it, and then the sculpting powder, which is a cooler tone brown shade. And what's really interesting about these products is that they are on the small side, but even though they are small, they pick up a lot of punch, and I like how they are numbered as well, so you could follow the directions really easily. So this is one that I did really enjoy using on my clients, and I'm actually sad that we no longer carry it, but like I said, you probably should be able to find it online. If I find a link, I definitely will link it down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. But I really love how there is just a nice variety of different shades for a wide variety of different skin tones, and this guy is definitely a very, very good one. The next one that I have to share with you guys, very similar to the Wet n Wild one. This is by NYX. This is the Cheek Contour Duo Palette, which comes in a very cool, chic, different packaging with the studs all around it. Hopefully you guys could see that. And I really like this. And this is cut in half, again, similar to the Wet n Wild one, just a different layout. And you do get, again, a nice contouring shade and a nice highlight shade, and I like the way that these again are on the powdery side and they are very easy to blend. What's also nice about NYX, I love how they made, I think, maybe 4 or 5 different shade ranges of these. There's a very, very dark one for a deeper complexion, a very, very light one with a cool undertone for a very, very light, like a porcelain ivory skin tone. So I really like the way that they thought about their different client perspective, and these guys, I just really, really like this. It's a very simple product. It's very travel friendly, and I really like this. The other palette that I have to share with you is a new palette that has pretty much got the contouring and highlight trend up and running. This guy's by Anastasia. I know I have talked about this on my channel for a while now, and this is just the original one, and I do know that they have the cream contour now and then the darker shade of the powder, but this is just so perfect in every way. You could see how it gets a lot of love. I mean, we all know you have the 3 different contour shades, light, medium, dark, and then the 3 different highlight shades with your infamous banana shade, the all over face powder with your highlight shade for your high cheekbone area. The only thing I kind of wish it did have a mirror under here, but I just love how they blend out. I mean, I feel like they're almost foolproof because of how well the powders blend out, where regardless if you're really oily or regardless if you're very dry, no matter what type of skin tone you have, if you are very textured, if you have perfect skin to begin with, I think this is probably my most recommended palette, especially at work. I just feel that these are just the best of the best in the market, to be honest with you. And also too, I tell this to my clients all the time, don't be afraid to use these as eyeshadows. Perfect brown smoky eye right here. You could take this shade in your crease, a little bit of the highlight shade all over your lid, and a little bit of that darker color, the darker contour color on the outer corner, and you have a perfect brown smoky eye, like right there, an everyday type of eye look that you could pair with any different lip color. This is just, you know, one of my favorites. You know, gets a lot of love on my personal my personal face. Yeah, Katie, that's great. And that is the Anastasia one. And then the last one I have to mention is by E.L.F. This is the E.L.F Contour palette, and I'm not sure if there's an actual shade color to this one. And this is just in the studio typical packaging where it's all black. It is a plastic, so it pops right open. I have to say, it does get brownie points for a nice size mirror, and these are the colors here. So the one thing I want to say about this one especially, this is probably the lightest pigmentation out of all the ones I'm talking about. So if you are someone who's really afraid to contour and just not really sure where to place everything, these guys are very, very lightly pigmented, which is a nice thing. So if you know, maybe place the contour too far down or too far up, you could just kind of blend it away with a big powder brush, you know what I mean? So, and again, the same gist. This is, I feel, a more simplified version to the Anastasia kit. So you get a cooler tone brown, a warmer tone brown, a highlight for underneath your eyes, and then a highlight for your high cheekbone area. And that is pretty much this palette. Really affordable, you know, if you're maybe not really, you know, into the contouring palette and don't want to, you know, fork out $40 for this guy. You can easily spend, you know, I think this goes for about like $5-6 in like, you know,